Have you ever felt like you're giving everything, but no matter how hard you try, the results slip through your fingers like water through a sieve? The metaphor to carry water with a sieve is powerful. It's a timeless image of frustration and exhaustion. But why is it that we often find ourselves in this situation? Why do we persist, even when we know the outcome is futile? It's human nature to try, to push forward, even when the odds are against us. We live in a culture that values effort, hard work, and perseverance. But sometimes, the harder we push, the more elusive our goals become. And when we don't stop to reflect, we keep using the wrong tools, hoping they'll work this time. The sieve remains a sieve, no matter how much water we pour into it. We find ourselves in this metaphor in so many ways. Working tirelessly at jobs that don't fulfill us, chasing relationships that no longer bring joy, or endlessly seeking approval from those who never seem to give it. In all these situations, the sieve is symbolic of our methods and our mindsets. No matter how much effort we put in, if the approach is wrong, we won't see the results we desire. That's when we need to pause and ask ourselves, are we using the right tool for the task? This metaphor isn't just about frustration, it's about recognizing the moment we need to change. When do we decide that it's time to stop carrying water with a sieve and instead find a container that holds what we need? You see, the challenge isn't in your effort, it's in your approach. We've all been there. At some point we've all asked, why am I not getting anywhere? Why does success, or fulfillment, or happiness feel so far out of reach? But the real question we should be asking is, what am I doing that's keeping me from it? The first step is recognizing the sieve. What in your life is acting like that tool? What habits, mindsets, or actions are draining your energy without bringing any return? It might be subtle at first, a project that you're passionate about but isn't giving you results, or a relationship where you're the only one putting in the effort. Over time it becomes clearer that something isn't working. But recognition takes honesty. It takes stepping back and asking yourself, is this path sustainable? Is this worth my energy? Is the result aligned with my goals? For most of us, admitting that our efforts are in vain feels like failure. But it's not. Recognizing the sieve is the first moment of clarity. It's not the end of the road, it's the beginning of a new path. Once you've recognized that you're carrying water with a sieve, the next step is simple. Find a new tool. What does that mean? It means rethinking your approach. If you've been pursuing success through sheer hard work but haven't seen results, maybe it's time to ask if your strategy needs a change. If you've been trying to fix a relationship by giving more of yourself, maybe it's time to consider whether the relationship itself is healthy. Changing your tools can be difficult. It can feel like giving up, but it's not. It's wisdom. It's realizing that doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is not the path to growth. It's the path to burnout. Sometimes the most powerful shift is in how you think. Are you using tools that are meant for someone else's goals? Are you trying to live up to someone else's expectations? Or are you carrying your own purpose in a way that truly serves you? When you shift your approach, the results follow. It doesn't mean everything becomes easy, but it means you start seeing progress where there was once only frustration. By changing the sieve for a bucket, you now have a way to collect the water, to hold on to the success, fulfillment, or happiness you've been working for. But here's the key. It's not just about having the right tools, it's about knowing when to use them. Life is a series of tasks, and sometimes the sieve is exactly what we need for filtering out what doesn't serve us. But when it's time to hold on to what we've earned, we need a container that keeps it in place. The journey from struggle to fulfillment doesn't happen overnight, but when we change our tools, we change our ability to succeed. Each small win adds up, and eventually we find that we are no longer running in circles. no longer watching our efforts drain away. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Stop carrying water with a sieve. Choose the right tools, and you'll carry more than just water, you'll carry everything that truly matters to you.